Well, when you come back in March, you can hop on the trolley, and you can go right over there, and you can get it. You know, I mean, the thing is, it's a signature Dollywood thing. And we don't sell it at the water park either. We don't sell it at Dixie. It's something that we do at Dollywood. We have done some things. I mean, it's a requestable item. It just right now, park's closed in the and that part of the bakery at the Gristmill is closed. Go ahead.
You going to be doing the Rudolph at Christmas again?
We are doing Rudolph again at Christmas, and a really, really great feedback on the goodbye with Rudolph up in the balcony and the snow and stuff. I mean, a lot of people really, really love that. Yeah, we have Rudolph for, I think, 3 more years. And then a friend of ours named Joel Mamby bought the IP rights for SeaWorld. Go ahead.
Are you kicking around anything like a dining plan for the park?
Talk about it all the time. Have really not come to a conclusion as to what is the right way for us to do it. You will see multiple changes in food this year. We are working on some things at the bakery, new menu items in a couple of other places. Obviously, the huge Reds investment, but nothing on a dining plan yet. But I mean, I'm not going to say never say never. It's a deal that I mean, literally, we revisit it almost every year. And we have tried everybody's dining plan, and you can make a ton of money with it. It's just what's the right thing for our guests.
On that same line with the food,
Go ahead.
on the same line with food, I heard that the apple pie wasn't coming back.
The 25-pound apple pie? No, it'll be back.
Yeah, thank you.
It'll be back.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I know there was some, with the new location of Lightning Rod and so forth, I know there were rumors that there was something right next to it. It might consume that area as well.
Oh, for Rock and Roadway, you mean?
Yeah.
No, Rock and Roadway is being, so just, if I wasn't clear about this, the Morgan Ride, the Rock and Roadway, has been refurbished and will be, and decor and other items on it are going to be expanded so that it is a much, I mean, it is a totally freshened experience. There's new signage in the ride, and there's a used car lot going inside the ride. There's some other things they're doing.
And the point, well, my comment wasn't really a question. It was going to be that I think the combination of the Cold Coaster and that attraction together in that area is going to be really incredible. And I think a lot of us really appreciate keeping things like that, so that you do give that combined experience and keep classic rides and things like that around in that area. So.
Well, I appreciate that. I mean, it's and I think you're also going to see as we continue to expand the fact that that's a walking age only ride, and you've got a ride that has a 48-inch height requirement. I think you're going to see a lot more pairing of rides, so that the whole family can enjoy that. I'll take 1 or 2 more, and then Josh will give me the hook. Go.
Question and comment. Has there been any thought to revisiting Tennessee Tornado and expanding it to its original design, especially since you have a relationship with the designer, with Rocky Mountain?
Well, I mean, it's tricky. It's like one of those things I get a question a lot about, oh, well, are you going to go through and redo the over-the-shoulder restraints on Mystery Mine? There's, from a marketing standpoint, and, you know, that's what I do, you know, my day job, and so the bottom line is that there's really no bounce to do something when you revisit that. The guest experience element of it would be awesome, but I don't know that you can go to that well twice with the same ride. Now, I will say that Six Flags has done a pretty good job of Batman Backwards and those kind of things. That it's kind of a fun thing to do. But, right. Well, no, I agree. I mean, but the thing that Phantom's Revenge had going for it is that it was the tallest ride when they redid it. They got a superlative at the time as the tallest coaster in the world. But you know, it's things like, you know, we're going to eventually update all of the trains for Mystery Mine. but we're not going to do it probably all in 1 year, or we'll wait till it rotates. And it will be a great guest experience thing, but it's not something you go, okay, well, I'm going to take $1.5 million of our capital and do that now, because we can't, it's not a returnable capital, if that makes sense to those of you business people out there. But that's the idea. So
and the comment, I love Silver Dollar City. Went there after having cinnamon bread at your park, and their cinnamon rolls, just no comparison.
I agree with you wholeheartedly.
Oh, I was so disappointed.
I agree with you wholeheartedly. Last question, who's going to get it? Anybody? Yeah, go, sir.
Are you ever gonna be able to loosen up the vest on Wild Eagle?
Wow, go backwards.
It's interesting. I know that there are a couple of parks that have that vest is pretty loose. Our safety group, to quote Sharon, safety is our #1 priority. And our VP of safety, I don't see that happening. I think they're looking at it, and he looks at it. He looks at it very much as a secondary restraint system, and I don't see that happening. It might. I mean, it depends. If B&M comes back and says,
They have done on gatekeeper.
I know they have. It's one of those things that if they come back and say, and I don't know if that was a park decision or if that was a Walter decision. So if Walter comes back and says, no, this is fine, and we'll send a bulletin out, and any coaster that has a vest, you're open to do this with no liability risk, then we could do it conceivably. But I'll be honest and tell you that in meetings that I've been in and discussions, it's not come up yet. So,
We're wondering if it might affect your 50-inch limitation on that one too, because the others may not. I don't know if they're 50 or 54. So.
Well, that's true. That's true. Yeah, I mean, because I think you guys know that our Wild Eagle is not a typical B&M height. We got special dispensation to have a lower height requirement on that ride to allow a broader audience. So that may be a factor. That's good thinking. Anyway, Josh is going to show you a movie, and then we're going to eat some lunch.
Yay!
And then we're going to go over and go on a hike. So here's Josh.
All right, we're gonna start this. This guy, Malcolm Bird, he's an enthusiast just like us. He lives in Australia, and he put together this 31-minute video of a documentary of why roller coasters exist.
Oh yeah, I watched this.
I was asked to show it because I thought a lot of people here would enjoy it, so I'm going to show it for everyone. All right, a few last-minute things. I just was told that if you want to do the tour and you want to see the surprise but not get muddy, you can still take the trams over. The surprise is in the parking lot, and you can get off, walk around, look at the surprise, and then you can get on the trolley and come back. Secondly, don't forget your capes. Thirdly, be back in here about 1:15. That gives us about an hour and 5 minutes or so. The food is set up in the hall here. There are 2 tables with buffet lines, so make 4 lines on either side, and then take your plates over into the other side of the hall for food. Thank you. Everybody can hear me. A goodie bag from King's Dominion. What's in these? A Snoopy stuffed animal. Peanuts character figurines. Big pencils. All right, it goes to ticket number 1590957.
What is it?
The last 3 are 957. Anybody?
No, you didn't.
Spring from Shockwave. It'd be a good paperweight. 1591016. 1016.
They were all flattened.
Claim your Shockwave. Going twice. It's going to 1064. 1064. Done. All right, we're going to, and since they're not celebrating 40 anymore,
Yeah, I've got one on my wall.
another flag from the front of the park to go out as well.
I've got one of them on my wall at home. It's a yellow one, I think.
And this is the flag that flew at the front of the park, and it is enormous. It's a bed sheet, so
It's a bed sheet.
this is the width of it, not the length. So whoever the ace logo is not part of it. It goes to winner 1023. 1023.
Heck on it. The sick.
All right.
No, they're going to do more active tour.
Okay. All right, here's the plan. So we have 2 trolleys out there right now. We're going to go out and we're going to load those up. They're going to, not everybody's going to fit. So we're going to have to make 2 trips. It's a good problem to have since all of you guys came, and we appreciate that. 2 per bench. There will be some folks that have to stand because they're standees. I mean, they're trolleys. So they'll take you over, they'll drop you off to the location where we're going to be. They're going to come back and get the second load, and then they're going to stay. So that if some of you do not want to make the trek we're going to make, and you want to come back to the resort, they'll be able to take, how many total back? So if up to 100 of you that don't want to go on the long hike with me can get back into the trolleys and come back, and then the trolleys will meet us after our tour up the hill when we're done. So we're going to go out front. We're going to load orderly, 2 per bench, and there are some standees. And then we'll come back and get the rest of you. So we're not going to do anything until everybody's there. I promise. So
Get back to the room.
let's go.